second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Kraft. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2. Operating from the gun. Harris. Complete to Kellen. What an effort. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harris. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Back to throw. Harris. McKinnon here, it's complete. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Monroe. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Harris. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8. Up the middle to Davis. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time running. And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time. And
that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a give right side. Monroe. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Set for the second quarter, San Diego in possession of the football. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. On first down, Monroe. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Shamrocks are able to stretch out their lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Just a 4-play drive that time. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Right now, they're in some uncharted waters, Charles. They haven't been facing deficits like this season. We're going to see what they're made of.
And I think the easy thing right now is for us to discuss how the home crowd can help them, carry them along. Bottom line, though, they've got to make plays to get the crowd back into it, to help them with the rest of their game. That means best players got to make those big-time plays right now. They need them in a big way.
They fought so hard to be here at home for the conference championship game and see if they can propel themselves to the Super Bowl. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Now 2nd and 9.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, good move. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Davis. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Shakes off the sack. Gets through, and now an opening. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Now the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Harris
Angeles to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball. And
will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 2nd and 6. He finds his man complete. It's Pratt. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He finds his man complete. That's Lamb. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in this AFC title game.
So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that makes it 14-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And a nice play at the end of it. 18-yard touchdown run.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, 1 half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. and it should be a great one as well, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Handoff, running left is Davis. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
3rd and 4.
The gun, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off.
Lamb to return it.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Chargers getting set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside give to Davis.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Davis. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And the 10-year back knocks it toward the goalpost, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So a nice kick there as they were able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, that's just not fair, and that room to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. Harris. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
3rd and 2.
Off the play fake. Harris. And it is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. 2nd year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings with Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
To throw is Harris. Looking to throw on 2nd down. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game, multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. I like the way I said that, in his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a two-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They shakes it off. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the RPO, he completes it. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A 1st down carry for Davis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. The slot man in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And they'll get it down here at the 23.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Here's Harris to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Monroe. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Harris. That's caught by Kellum. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harris. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Partner, you gotta like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He's back to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. And they'll find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that time? They weren't.
Here's 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
But they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Oh, it's an enormous call here. They'll go for 2. One play to keep their postseason alive. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yeah. So the Chargers now down 18-17, a little over 20 seconds to go. A field goal could send them to the Super Bowl as they come up here on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Down the left sideline. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, Parker, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Davis running right. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in an evenly contested AFC title game, that very likely was the kick that'll send them to the Super Bowl.
And that's why you and I are up in the booth. Can't even imagine the pressure he was under right there. I mean, that's a career definer. And he stepped up and calmly put it through the uprights.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell, but they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.